Oh boy, all right. Time to make yet another return. How's everybody doing? It's your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. Granola watching me in the back. And happy WrestleMania weekend. Yeah, you thought I'd miss out for this. No, no. My life's been super busy, but it's also been super awesome. And you guys know, I haven't been on here much lately. Pretty much since the summer, things have been and felt sort of different. Things have been off, but they've been picking up really big lately. But I didn't want to take a chance and come back on here and just see it all decline. But no, it seems like we're getting close to some really good stuff right now. How is it going to go down? Well, let's find out. Here we go. It's my WrestleMania 40 predictions. I had to do it. I'm going to try to take my time with this because I haven't seen you guys for a bit. We'll try to go down through what's going on with the shows and try to make up our minds on certain things. Do we go with the head or do we go with the heart? We'll see. We'll see. With that being said, uno momento, por favor. I need to at least bring up the list of matches for WrestleMania. So I've got them up right now. Let's see how we do it. I guess, you know what, we'll include a little bonus. I'm not that excited for NXT Stand and Deliver this year, but if I have to predict some main stuff, I'll predict Dragunov to keep his NXT World Championship. I'll predict Frazier and Axiom to win the tag titles, because isn't Breaker on SmackDown? I guess they have to end the Corbin Breaker thing. And I'll predict Roxy to finally get her NXT Women's Championship back. I think that's really the only stuff worth noting besides Trick and Mello. And I'll be real, I don't know who's going to win that match. It's not unsanctioned. I thought it would have had a stipulation. It almost makes me think they're going to give it to Mello to keep the thing going for a bit, but I think I'll leave that one on its own. I'm not sure who's going to win that match. I guess if you put a gun to my head, I pick Trick, but you get the basic gist. Not sure about that one. Let's jump into WrestleMania. Night 1, we got 7. Night 2, 6. We'll see. If there's any bonus, I hope we get some cool surprises, returns, etc., etc. It's WrestleMania 40, for goodness sake. If there's anyone I'd like to see show up, I wouldn't mind seeing Philadelphia's Rocky show up. And I'll leave it at that, because I don't want to jinx anything. But let's really try this right now. Night 1. What do we have on Night 1? You know what? WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship match. Rhea Ripley, who has made it a whole, I guess, WWE calendar year as the champion, taking on the winner of the WWE Women's Elimination Chamber match in Australia, Becky Lynch. This, to be honest with you, feels like the first big women's championship title defense that Rhea Ripley has had since winning from last year. I don't want to knock it, but the title reign hasn't been great, has it? She's been involved so much with Judgment Day for the past year that this sort of has taken a lot of notice and big deal matches away from her, but it's Rhea Ripley. She's still a huge superstar. She can come through it, because what has she had since Charlotte? Zelina Vega was actually a good match at Backlash last year. And then a little thing with Liv Morgan, Raquel Gonzalez, Zoe Starks, Nia Jax was probably the biggest challenge she had. And now Becky Lynch. What do we do here? Do we keep the title reign going and hope that this is the beginning of some big, credible matches? Or does Becky Lynch be the one to do it? Because frankly, who's going to beat Rhea? Becky Lynch is a great candidate, in my opinion. Do I see her being the one to do it? No, not really. I don't see it. I'm gonna go with Rhea Ripley to keep the world championship. I can see them continuing to feud, maybe another match or two, but Rhea losing here does not seem like the right call. No diss to Becky Lynch, because I wouldn't mind seeing her win another championship on the main roster soon enough. I enjoyed her winning the NXT Women's Championship last year, and the match with Tiffany, 2 matches with Tiffany, were actually pretty good. So, good stuff. But I'm going to pick Rhea to keep the championship here. But to one I'm also super excited for, Gunther, Sami Zayn. And I'll be real with y'all, I thought they were going to go Gunther Gable. Gunther's still the Intercontinental Champion, still crushing it. But Sami Zayn sneaks into the match. What do we do here? And I didn't honestly give that much of a rat's ass until I saw the training video with Gable this past Monday. That just made my day. I loved it. I truly did. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with this. And I want to go for the heart, man. I want to go for the heart. But there are big shows coming up this year that I believe Gunther needs to represent at. And I see his championship run continuing. So I'm going to pick Gunther to keep the championship. It's nothing new. He's beat Sami Zayn to retain before. I see it happening again. But this one's going to crush the heart, in my personal opinion. Next up, now this is one I can honestly say I don't give a crap about. This is probably the match I'm least looking forward to on the whole show. Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Huh? Really? I have not minded Santos and Rey's feud. I think it's actually been good. Throw the LWO, make a new Legado del Fantasma. It works. It works. I don't hate who's in it and who's representing, but this match just feels off. Here's what I'm going to do for it. I'm going to pick Dominic and Santos to win if it stays Dominic and Santos versus Rey and Dragon Lee. If, here's my other prediction, Dragon Lee gets assaulted the night of, or some other time before the show, and Rey Mysterio is looking for a new partner and gets Bad Bunny. Haha, think about that, because let's be honest, this is really all just continuing Rey and Dominic, and they really just threw Dominic into this for what feels like no reason. So, just so Dominic and Rey can have a little rematch from last year. Who cost Dominic the match last year? Bad Bunny. He's the one who pulled the chain. So, if Bad Bunny's involved, I see Rey and Bad Bunny whipping Dominic and Santos' asses. If it stays Dragon Lee and Rey versus Santos and Dominic, I'm picking the heels. I'm picking the heels. That's all I'm going to say about that. Another tag match we're getting, though, we're getting a 6-woman tag team match. Shame that the women's tag titles once again are not being defended at the show, but I'm hoping this will still be hot. Dakota Kai and the women's tag champions Asuka and Kairi Sane. This might also be a good decision if Asuka's hurt, because it looked like she tweaked her leg a bit ago, taking on Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill. Yeah, they have definitely shake things up on SmackDown lately. Still one of the best women's divisions out there right now in wrestling. So, Jade Cargill gets to shine at WrestleMania. Of course, I'm picking her team. Also, Bianca Belair is still undefeated at WrestleMania, and I'm looking forward to that streak to continue, and hopefully good foreshadowing of things to happen the next night involving Damage Control taking the big fat L. Let's keep it going, though. Oh, boy, this one. We were right about this. If you remember my SummerSlam result and review video, we were right about this. That's right. Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, WrestleMania. They actually did it. They actually booked those two to continue their crap. And when I say crap, I mean just Jimmy costing Jey the match here and there. Whether it's a big contender match, championship match, anything. Just so we could get to this. And now that we're here, how do we feel about it? Let me know, because I'm a bit indifferent. I'm hoping this will be good, but I'm a bit worried this is one of the matches we all might be overhyping. I'm sure these two can crush it, don't get me wrong, but this is still a lot of build just so the reason goes back to we couldn't come up with a way to keep the title on Roman at SummerSlam last year. Who wins? Here's the thing. I don't care who wins as long as the end result is we're done with this and the Usos are back together. They are too good of a tag team. Like the brothers, for goodness sake. They're crushing it. I don't need to see them split for longer than we've already seen them split. So I'm going to pick Jey to get his revenge. A lot of people think a Jimmy swerve might be coming. I'm not that invested in it, but I might pop if we get it. Maybe. We'll see. I'm picking Jey Uso to get it done. So, what do we got? I think we got 2 left for night 1. That's right, 2. Ladder match. 6 tag teams in a ladder match. I was wondering why the Stand and Deliver card for NXT wasn't having a ladder match, and then this thing shows up. Judgment Days, Damian Priest, Senor in the Bank, and Finn Balor defending against 5 teams in a ladder match. The teams are as follows. The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. So happy they're in this. DIY. Gargano and Ciampa finally get to go to WrestleMania. That feels good. That feels good. The Miz and R-Truth. Awesome Truth getting it done. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, good for them, but I cannot believe the Profits got robbed being out of this. I really can't, even though I know what we're getting night 2. And New Catch Republic, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. This match is intriguing, though, for another reason. Speculation, and I'm not sure if this has been confirmed or not, is that both the Raw and SmackDown tag titles will be hanging separately in this match. Are you telling me that we could get 2 winners of this thing? This is like a 2-fall scenario? It's possible then if they're doing that, but I don't know if it's confirmed. I've only heard loose things about this. I'm not exactly as up to date as I used to be in all this stuff. So, here's what we're going to do. If there is one winner of this match to pick and become the new undisputed tag team champions of the world, I'm going to pick DIY. I've waited too long for them to make it to the stage, and whether the odds are with or against them, I'm sticking by them. Quiet, I'm talking. The other thing, though, is if we are having 2 separate winners and new Raw Tag Team Champions and new SmackDown Tag Team Champions separately, here's what I'm going to do for that. I'm going to pick the New Day to win the Raw Tag Team titles, and ironically enough, Waller and Theory to win the SmackDown tag titles. That's just the shenanigan levels I can see if we're planning to have 2 separate winners. If we're sticking with one, it's DIY. Definitely DIY. So that's what I'm doing for that. Fun enough. Main event of night 1, though. Oh, I still can't believe how rocky it's been lately. Pun intended. The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins night 1 tag team match. If Cody and Seth do it, then Cody and Roman's title match night 2, there's no interference. Everybody's banned from ringside, bloodline-wise at least. If Rock and Roman win, then Cody and Roman's match is bloodline rules. Anything goes. Who wins this? Who needs it more? How do we write this in? Well, here's the thing. We've seen The Rock get so much of the upper hand on Cody through everything lately. Even on freaking Instagram, with some of the best stuff right now having Hollywood Rock back. But does that come with a price? I'm picking Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, and I think they're going to give Cody the pin over Rock. Yeah, it just seems like that's how we're going to do it. Especially when last year's night 1 felt so good seeing the babyface tag team win in the main event. So I'm going to try it here. I'm going to go against Rock and Roman for the tag. And it's been smart lately because Roman's last 2 tag matches on pay-per-views, he's taken the big fat L, even been pinned in one of them. So let's try it here and see what happens. We'll see. That's night 1. Now let's look over to night 2 and see what we got. We got 6 big matches. Well, maybe 4 big matches, but I digress. Let's try to jump in. Speaking of Seth Rollins, he defends his World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre, who's been doing some of the best stuff ever in WWE. Right when everybody was getting sick of him, look at how he bounces back. He's taking full advantage of the whole CM Punk situation, and he's ready to freaking go. And Punk on commentary or not, I'm picking Drew McIntyre to win. Rollins has beaten him twice to retain that title last bit. Did we really just build all this up for Rollins to do it again? No, I don't think so. In fact, Seth, you deserve some long-appointed time off if you'd like it after WrestleMania. That's just my opinion. Drew McIntyre to win, but, oh boy, here's the thing. We know there's a Money in the Bank briefcase. We're not stupid. Damian Priest does indeed have it. But I think we don't have to worry about it. He's in a ladder match night 1. You think that would mess him up enough to forget about cashing in night 2? We'll see. Something to keep our eyes on. But I have McIntyre beating Rollins if it stays a one-on-one match at least. And then another big championship match night 2, Io, Bayley. Bayley won the Rumble. Bless her soul. I think that was my favorite part of the year so far, was seeing Bayley win the Rumble at number 3. You inspiration, hard-working, kicking ass lady doing your thing. I'm picking Bayley to win it all and overcome the odds. Io hasn't done a damn thing with that belt lately, has she? It feels like forever. Give it to Bayley. Well deserved. I hope they continue feuding. I really do. I want to see how this plays out, and I really want to see Bayley win. This one's personal, damn it. I want to see her get it done. A lot of comeuppance after she worked her ass off to make things as enjoyable as they were during the dark times of the pandemic. Bayley, you need this. We're rooting for you. You go get yours, girl. That might be one of the big ones I'm excited for night 2, besides the big one. And then LA Knight, AJ Styles. This one is a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? I've heard some people have enjoyed this so far. Other people haven't really enjoyed this so far. They thought LA Knight would be featured in a bigger role for this WrestleMania than a match with AJ Styles, which is a shame because I'm one of the few who's been kind of enjoying this so far. Freaking savagery of Styles. He flew to Australia just to screw over Knight in the chamber match. That is hilarious to me. Who's going to win this, though? I think LA Knight should have his WrestleMania moment, though. I think LA Knight should get a win at WrestleMania 40. He didn't win the Undisputed World Championship. He's not getting another championship match at this WrestleMania of any kind. I think he should just win. Although a swerve might not be bad, because this is a feud I can see continuing to good merits, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Then, what are we on? So that's 3? Yeah, we got 3 left. Okay. Speaking of feuds, though, drawn out way too long. Lashley and the Profits, AOP and Karrion Kross. Oh, doesn't this feel like it's been going on forever for no purpose? Well, we finally get kind of a purpose. Philadelphia Street Fight. The Pride versus the Final Testament. I'm going for Lashley and the Profits. It might as well be a babyface win. But it doesn't really matter, does it? I just want the feud to be over. I'm sorry, I honestly don't care. Like, the only good things that have come out of this feud were those Profits AOP matches. Those teams still know how to crush it against each other. And now one I am very much looking forward to, the United States Championship Triple Threat. Logan Paul defending against Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. What do we do here? Because here's the thing. I am not sure about this one. I'm really not sure. Does Logan Paul keep it and keep crushing it? Does Randy Orton get his WrestleMania moment coming back? Or does Kevin Owens finally get another singles championship and do what he almost did at the Rumble? Get Logan Paul's ass. I'm picking Logan Paul to keep it. I figure he's going to pin Owens, what we didn't get at the Royal Rumble. We'll see. I look forward to some strong shenanigans in that match. I also look forward to be surprised. But time to talk about the main event. We didn't let this go on too long, did we? We're close to 18 minutes. I'm hoping we wrap it up before 20. It's Roman and Cody again for the World Championship. And y'all might know how I felt. I didn't think Cody would be back here at this point. Things have really gone crazy the last few months. I just didn't see them doing this again. I didn't even see Cody in a World Championship match at WrestleMania this year. I low-key thought the plan was Cody Drew. But then he won the Rumble. And then he almost gave a shot away to The Rock. And then we're here. A lot of twists and turns, which is why it's been a great road to WrestleMania. We really want this WrestleMania to bang. Does Cody Rhodes finish the story? Does he beat Roman Reigns to win the Undisputed World Championship? Does the reign finally end at the main event of WrestleMania 40? It damn well should. It really should. Oh, man. I was fine with Roman winning last year. A lot of people weren't, but I expected it. Now we're here. Ooh, I'm picking Roman Reigns, though. I got to stick by my guns. If I were to go back on my word of what I've been saying since Roman held the belt for over a year, I'd be such a hypocrite. I already am a hypocrite in some areas, but I don't want to be here. I want Roman to beat San Martino's reign and retire. That's what I want Roman to do. That's what a few people wouldn't mind seeing Roman do. So that means Roman has to keep the championship and overcome the odds for this. But people are going to be mad. So WWE, if you're not planning on giving it to Cody and giving us that happy ending, oh boy, do you have your work cut out for you. And I have faith. I think you can do a well done job if you can get past this, if Roman's planning to keep it. But if not, then Cody Rhodes, my man, you get to finish your story. He gets to beat Roman and win the World Championship. I got no problem with that. None at all. But I'm picking Roman to be safe, stick to my morals, and just in case he does win, get some serious bragging rights. That's it, y'all. Thank you so much for watching Apollo Nation. It's good seeing you. I'm sorry we don't see each other that much often anymore. But like I said, things have been busy. Maybe in the summer more things will pop up here on the channel, but maybe not. Take it easy. Enjoy WrestleMania weekend. I don't know if you'll see me afterward. Maybe if Roman wins, you'll see me afterward. That's my stance on that. We'll see what happens. Keep it real.